Welcome to episode 407 of the official Gamestitch Podcast. I'm Ryan Walton, and as always, I'm joined by Dan Reamer.
Good morning, and it's just you and I this morning.
Just the two of us. Producer Gerald is kind of going through some family stuff right now. We wish him well. Send your thoughts and condolences to him. If he wants to share what's going on, I'm sure he will. But he is directly himself fine.
Mm-hmm.
Everything like that. He should be back next week as far as I know. But he did have a death in the family. So
yes. So our condolences go to him.
We miss you, Producer Gerald. We'll see what happens today.
We do. We'll probably need, this is probably going to be for lack of a better term, a shit show because we have no direction.
Welcome to the shit show.
Welcome to the shit show.
It's November 1st when we're recording this.
It's true.
There's a snap in the air this morning here. It's very cold. It was in the 40s.
Oh, there's been snaps in the air here. I woke up this morning, it was like 34 degrees.
Yeah, it's winter time is upon us.
It's coming. Yeah.
We are a couple days before potentially the end of the world.
Really?
Depending on how all that goes.
Oh, I get what you're saying now. Yeah.
Yeah, depending on how that goes.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about that. I just thought it seemed timely. If you're going to fit this in, you know what the timeline was. This is
the apocalypse.
Pre-apocalypse.
Pre-apocalypse.
Yeah.
You'll have one day to listen to this. Probably a couple days to listen to this before the apocalypse occurs.
Yeah, it takes time to organize a thing like that. So you probably got a week and a half.
And here's the beauty of it: is no matter who you talk to, it doesn't matter what happens. The world's going to end. So
yeah,
you can just count on that. Apparently,
there's nothing I love more than a no-win scenario.
Right, they're my favorites.
Yeah, I'm like, why are we even doing it then?
There is no option B. There's always an option B. Nope.
But that's where we are timeline-wise. That's where we are weather-wise. And that's where we are producer-wise. We're producerless.
Producerless. Just got us two jackasses winging our way through life.
Yeah. I'm very chatty this morning, though, because all I could think before I got on, because we usually talk for like 10 or 15 minutes, is like I needed to be brief this morning because I have a full day, and I just kept talking about dumb stuff.
We did talk about some dumb stuff.
Yeah. That gets me going, though. I like it.
We were having some... some convos.
Yeah. Even at one point, I'm like, we need to get going, and then I talk for another 15 minutes. So there's that going on.
That's fine.
Sometimes,
it happens.
Sometimes, I mean, most of our, I'm going to say like 75% of our interests overlap.
Yeah.
So it makes it easy.
Or 75% of our personalities overlap.
Yeah. Yeah, most of the things you like, I can get behind, and vice versa. And then also some of the things you like, I don't like that, but I like the adjacent thing. Like if we were doing the circles, they would overlap.
Or the Venn diagram.
Yeah, we're the middle part. Yeah.
Yeah. Or on the flip side of that is you might be into something that I really don't give a shit about, but I can appreciate the sentiment.
Yeah. For a little clarity, we spent the last 10 minutes talking about grills.
Yeah.
Just so you know where we're at this morning.
Before that, it was UTVs and slingshots. So.
Yeah. Still on that. Still think it's douchey. Still want one. Just so everybody knows. That's the first thing everyone tells me. Like, aren't those things kind of douchey? I'm like, sure. I don't know, but I really like them.
Yeah.
I can't worry about that.
I don't know that they're douchey.
So yeah, it's not them. It's the people that drive them.
Yeah.
But some of it's like necessity because I have a buddy who's like, oh yeah, you're going to get one of those and put your hat on backwards. And I'm like, it's so the wind doesn't blow it off.
It's practical.
First off, right. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Like a later in life gentleman with his hat on backwards looks like he's trying to cling to his youth, but really he's trying to cling to his hat.
Right. He just doesn't want to lose the hat.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's wearing the hat because his hairline sucks. Like, I don't know what you want him to do.
Yeah, I get it.
But,
yeah.
And the same thing with like the jacket. I'm like, you don't really have a windshield though. Like again, not trying to look cool,
right?
Trying to be practical. I think.
Right now, if you were like in your, Ralph Lauren jacket or your members only jacket, then okay, douchey. You're just a douche. Yeah. But that has nothing to do with a slingshot. That's got to do with you as a person.
Yeah, the slingshot doesn't make the douchiness.
No. But apparently the douchiness makes the slingshot.
That's right. I think that's fair to say. Anyways, I'm looking to flip the script on that and eventually get one.
I know you
and start showing people. I can't wait to have my hat on backwards as I get older and everybody starts to judge me. I'll rock my Affliction shirt and my bedazzled jeans, and I'll just slingshot
Affliction.
It up.
Wow.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Is that brand still around?
I don't know.
What was the tattoo guy too? Ed Hardy.
Ed Hardy. There was him.
That came and went hard too.
There was what was the like the Dollar General UFC.
I don't know. You're about to offend a big group of people, though. I can feel it.
It's fine. Remember they had a line of clothing.
Tap out.
Yes. Get yourself some tap out clothes.
Tap out, real douchey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you wear tap out or wore tap out. We could still be friends. I bet you're not still wearing tap out. I want to be clear. You might have worn tap out. I bet you're not still wearing
I've seen, out. No, listen, recently, that's what made me think of it. I have recently seen, like, more than one person, just random people. But
I had a buddy that...
I'm not friends with tap out people.
I had a buddy that wore, like, all tap out, but that was, like, 10 years ago.
Yeah, no, I saw, like, a pair of sweatpants, or I guess they're training pants because they're tap out. And then I saw another dude in a tap out t-shirt. I was like, man, what a weird week.
What was the trucker hats that were like a popular brand?
Oh, I don't know. Ashton Kutcher made them popular though. I never had one, so I couldn't tell you. I did
have one, and I was so proud of it.
Because I was never a trucker hat guy. They always sat up a little too high for my liking.
Yeah, my head's shaped funny though, so they work for me.
Nah, see, not me. I like the form fitting.
Von Dutch.
What was it?
Von Dutch.
Von Dutch. Oh yeah, that was one.
Yeah, Von Dutch, California. Those hats are still $30 for a trucker hat.
Jesus.
I had a Von Dutch I was very proud of.
Von Dutch must have not got the memo that they're not cool anymore, huh?
No, I think a trucker hat's still cool.
Not a Von Dutch one, though?
No.
You can buy a trucker hat at anywhere.
You can and should. Like, it doesn't matter what you're into, they make a trucker hat.
Right.
You should get one. So I don't, as I've gotten older, I don't like the trucker hat as much as I like the, like, snapback, like, mesh back hats. They look more like baseball caps now.
Yes.
They don't ride high anymore.
Yep.
That's
what
my
I like is lower
cap.
sitting, not the ones that stick way up.
I used to like the ones that stick up, but now I like a fitted, but I still like the snapback on them.
Yep. I like a snapback too.
Velcro, hard sell for me.
Yeah.
Velcro, the buckle is the worst case scenario.
Fuck the buckle. Fuck the buckle.
Who's got that kind of time? Right?
No, not just that, but one wrong move and listen, you're stabbing yourself in the fucking head with that thing.
Mm-hmm. The Velcro, though, you just can't adjust it in public.
No, yeah, someone needs to make a quiet Velcro.
Yeah, right. If it's not fitting, you'll have to wait till you get somewhere private to adjust it. Because you don't want to be like, hold on, my hat's too loose. Right. That's not... Nothing says I'm super trendy like that.
Right. Any Velcro. If you ever hear Velcro in public, that's one of the not cool people. I realize that sounds judgy, and I kind of think it might be. I tend to try not to judge people, but I mean, like my dad, right? My dad is 70 years old, and he still ties his shoes. He doesn't have those Velcro motherfuckers.
The Velcro it's super handy. It works well. I understand the ease of use, but that noise.
But
in an article of clothing,
yeah,
you're immediately like, oh, come on now,
right?
But now that I think about it, maybe we should do a line of shirts that Velcro instead of buttons.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Think of how good that'd be at the end of the day when you were like, and rip it open.
Yeah, it's like instead of pearl snaps, you just got Velcros.
I think run a Velcro strip up the whole thing.
Oh, just up it? Oh, I was thinking just just buckles across.
I was thinking all the way across, all the way up and down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because then you can open, if you want to pop that little chest hair out.
Yeah, you can wear whatever length you like. It's adjustable.
Yeah.
Go all the way down, halfway up, all the way to your neck if you want.
You can wear a shirt underneath it and pull it down halfway. Yep.
And you got
not
the
a bad. Make it like a bowler shirt, like a bowling shirt.
Sure, why not? It's already stupid.
It's got to be. It's got to be a bowling.
You want to do 2 pockets on the front?
No, just one.
Just the one?
It's got to be just one.
The bowler
logo on the back.
Yeah, and we have to do like one color up top, like 3/4 up, and then a different color on the bottom, or cut it in half.
And flames. Don't forget, there's got to be flames on it.
Yeah, I think I'm a hard no with flames. I get what you're saying, but I hate a flame.
I don't know that I've ever seen a bowling shirt that didn't have a flame on it.
We've never seen one with Velcro either. So,
well, okay, that's fair.
Also, you guys can't steal this because we just talked about it.
Right. It's now copyrighted.
Yeah. We also can't use the term Velcro because I believe 3M owns that. So it'll have to be hook and loop shirts. With our patented hook and loop closing system.
Yes.
Unless we dish out the cash for Velcro.
Oof.
Yeah. No. I don't know what the licensing looks like for that.
I don't think that's happening.
Before we get started, one thing I want to make super clear. You should never take fashion advice from either one of us.
No.
As judgy as we sounded, we don't know what we're doing. I've seen both of us dress. You should probably just do whatever makes you comfortable, unless it's Jinkos. You shouldn't still be wearing Jinkos.
That's a hard no. Yeah.
You can wear the Von Dutch still. You can wear the Affliction and the Tap Out still. Don't wear Jinko anymore.
I mean, you can do that. I'm personally, on a personal note, I'm probably going to ignore you if I see you in those.
Yeah.
But
what about somebody wearing the Jinko jeans?
Mm-hmm.
Your tap out shirt.
No.
Your tap out shirt.
You lost me at Jinkos. I don't need.
And then your Von Dutch hat.
That person is a time traveler, apparently.
Man, it's weird because if you saw that person, you would wonder what had happened.
It's like, dude, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but I think your life took a wrong turn somewhere.
Are you from the past, or are you proving a point now?
Right.
I need to know for me. Either's fine. So there's that.
Although from the past would be the cooler option there. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm guessing you're bringing them back, and good luck. But yeah, if you've come here from the past, let me catch you up on some things. Take those off, all of it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I talked about it on here. Since we're talking about fashion, I want to derail this thing even more. I got a Ridge wallet. Did I tell you this?
I think you did mention it to me, but I don't think it was on the podcast.
But you know what a Ridge wallet is?
Yes.
Okay. I got one of those, and I was always been a front pocket wallet kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
And so, first off, it's not sponsored. We don't have a promo code, but I love my Ridge wallet. Way too expensive, really great though, and it's the only thing I'll probably ever use now. But these bastards, their marketing is like designed for guys like me. Because they roll out exclusive designs and limited time designs all the time, and these wallets are way too expensive. Mm-hmm. And so they roll these out, and it's killing me not to have like 100 of them. And so the other day, looking through my email, exclusive design, brand new, limited quantities. I'm like, oh, let's see what this is. Click on it. It's gold plated. In case the wallet's not already stupid and expensive enough. Now they've wrapped one in 18 karat gold.
See, I'm not one of the gold guys. Gold doesn't do anything for me.
I don't like gold either. I like how no one's going to have this thing, though.
Oh.
It's turned into like a collector's edition of video games for me, where I'm like, that wallet's $225.
Wow.
So if anyone, patrons out there listening, it's $200. Don't think about starting to GoFundMe because I think that's how that's designed. But I'm like, it would be great to have that. And I'm not a gold guy either. I don't even think I would ever carry it.
Maybe you just want to have
fancy function. Yeah, just want to have it. Because they have a bunch of different designs. I just want to have them all. Because ladies...
Right, because you get suckered into the limited edition thing all the time.
Big time. But also ladies get the purses, and they can match the purses with the outfits. I would like to do the same with my wallet.
You want to match your wallet to your outfit?
I do.
Huh.
To maybe like the color shirt I wear.
Well, here's what you do. Just get a black wallet, because black goes with everything.
That's boring, though.
But But you're accomplishing what you needed to accomplish.
I don't want to. So the one I bought now has hibiscus on the side. So it's flowers on the side. It's teal and pink. And that's it's a summertime wallet.
I don't have wallets for the season, so I just have one of the. See, I don't carry much cash, and I don't carry much at all. So I've literally just got one of the super flat, cheap ass wallets.
Are you back pocket wallet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, this is not for you. Because you got to commit to the front. You're not sitting on a ridge because it would be just sitting on a piece of aluminum.
Right.
But I'm a huge fan of that, and I really like that gold one. But like, I want just like a blue one and a black one, and I just want to be able to switch out because I'm not ready for full-blown fanny pack. Like, I want to make that statement, but I'm just not ready. Because sometimes I have too much stuff. I don't like shit in my pockets either.
But I don't like to put stuff in my front pockets.
Yeah, I don't like. So if I can
anything.
have like just my keys and my Ridge wallet on one side and my phone on the other side, my pockets are pretty empty.
Yeah, see, I even try not to put my phone in my pants pocket. I try to put it I try to always have like a sweatshirt that has or my jacket, and then I pull it out and put it, wherever I am. But literally the only thing I usually ever have in my front pockets is my keys. That's it.
Yeah.
And I have like 2 keys on it.
Yeah, I still carry the that Key Smart tile tracker key, which everything folds up. So it's a nice. I mean, it's a little tall, but it's a thin little design where my keys can't poke me.
Right.
And I like that. But I'm really into the wallet scene, I think, and I'm not all of them. I just like those, and I know that there's knockoffs that are like $12, and they're probably just as good. But the Ridge wallet comes with like a lifetime warranty on all the pieces and everything like that.
Yeah, Ridge wallet, not for me.
Yeah, it shouldn't be for anybody for the price.
Right. What I did see the other day that I haven't seen in years is I saw some old dude pull out one of them old pinch change things. Remember? The old pinch change pouches?
Yeah, the like silicone vagina thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, huh.
Now, those were everywhere and then nowhere.
Nowhere.
Now, I just thought about Velcro wallets because I just merged the two topics we had. But now I'm thinking about those chain purses that have the little... They always had to clip on your keys, they had the thing that you pull on your ceiling fan with.
Yep.
Whatever those things are called. Those little like pull chains that you snap into that one at the end to make it whatever length.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love those things. And they get gross after a while.
Yes, they do.
Like whatever they're made of gets gross.
And they used to have that same like link type thing, and they had these little like pyramid type things that you could like get made at the photo booth. So you could look through them and see the photos.
Yeah. Yeah. So in our Velcro shirt store, we're going to carry some of that stuff, I think. The change. What are those called? That's just a change
I think
purse?
it's just a change pouch.
Yeah, we'll come up with a fun name for them. But snap bands, all that stuff, we're going to probably have a lot of that.
Oh, snap bands, yeah.
Yeah, we're probably going to do a lot of that.
Little monsters you put on your pencil.
Yeah, anything that is slightly nostalgic, but we can incorporate Velcro in, we're probably
right.
Or, hook and loop.
Yeah, friendship bracelets. We'll have some friendship bracelets on there.
Best friends where it split. I don't think they ever quit making that shit. I think they just started making it nicer.
Maybe. I don't know.
We'll talk about video games now for anybody that's left. That's how you get out the people that didn't really want to be here.
Maybe.
You talk about nonsense until they're gone, and then you get into the good stuff.
The good stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to say I did get my Ring doorbell hooked up this week, and I love it.
Yeah, let's talk about that. It was a smooth process, you said?
It was an incredibly smooth process. Mine was wireless, so I didn't have to wire anything up. So it was literally just 4 screws into the bracket, lock the bitch in, get it all signed up on Alexa, and away we go, or on Amazon, and away we go.
Now, I don't think we talked about this, but you bought it for the camera, not for the doorbell function.
Yes.
Mostly.
Yes.
And what do you think so far?
I like it.
Yeah.
I do. I've got it set up for alerts on.
It's great for that.
I found out. Normally, when I first set things up, I just set it up and run it at its default, and then make changes that I need to.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I did with this. And it turns out I have a lot of wildlife in my front yard.
That's cool.
Because that bitch went off all the time.
So you had to tweak it already?
I've already had to tweak it to, look, just pick up humans, okay?
Yeah.
I don't care about birds or my cats or dogs or woodchucks or deer or any of those fucking things. Just pick up humans. And it does.
There's nothing more disturbing than when you get an alert and you pull it up and it's a spider crawling across the lens. And you're like, oh, hell no. Don't ever send me that. My favorite thing, I have the Nest Hello, but my favorite thing is like the way packages work. Mm-hmm. And so, if I'm working or whatever, my Apple Watch goes off. It goes, hey, there's a person at your door. Hey, there was a package left at your door. If anyone touches that package, it sends me an alert going, hey, your package just moved.
Yeah.
No one has ever stolen a package from my home. It is just the peace of mind that now comes with.
Right.
It is worth every penny to me.
I haven't used mine. I haven't actually received any packages since I put it up. I just put it up on like Wednesday, Tuesday.
Does Ring do that? Do you know?
I don't know. I'll have to look into that.
I didn't. So it wasn't something that the Nest did originally. It came through an update. And I didn't have to turn it on or anything. It just does that. It gets it wrong sometimes, too. I used to have the yard inflatables for, like, holidays, and when they would deflate, there's a package. I'm like, that's a melted Frosty. But I like where your head's at. Way to good looking out,
But, yeah, it did freak, because I have the alert set up on my phone, and then I also have the Echo Show right by the front door.
Yep.
So as I'm sitting on the couch, if I get an alert, I can look at it. Well, it'll tell me, but I can see it automatically brings up the picture. So I can see who's at the door. But apparently it picks me up when I walk into the garage when I get home from work. And if it turns out my wife doesn't pay attention to the time very well, like has no concept of it, because apparently she got freaked out a couple times this week when it said, someone's at your front door, and it was just me coming in.
It's just time to come home.
So,
I
really like it. The whole process was super smooth and simple.
I have the same kind of setup, but I have the Google Home right by the door and same kind of setup. But I'm a big fan of the doorbell cameras, and I think that's a small investment to get people started with smart home stuff that they should do. You should get whatever voice assistant you like and the corresponding kind of camera for it, and just try. I think the doorbell's a cheap-ish, not cheap, but a cheap-ish way to get started with a camera.
Especially if you keep an eye on Amazon. Like if you're interested in Amazon products, keep an eye on Amazon. They run sales constantly.
Was it like $100?
No, I got my 2nd-gen doorbell and an Echo Show for $60.
Super cheap.
Sorry, Echo Dot.
Is it I don't know much about the
Mini,
Ring doorbells. There's a Pro, right? And then there's a regular?
Yes. Okay. Mine's the regular 2nd-gen. I think it normally retails at like $139.
Is that what they're on, the 2nd-gen? Like, as if you go buy one now, is that where?
Yes.
Okay.
Released in 2020.
And then they have the wired and the wireless.
Yep.
I think Nest maybe has to be wired.
Yeah,
I don't know that.
See, I don't have any wiring, and I'm not running doorbell wiring. I do not need a doorbell that bad.
No, mine was kind of a mess to get done, but I'm glad that it's done now. Again, I've said this on every show ever. I would not go with Nest for my cameras now. So I don't want people to think that it's a great product. It's just way too expensive. I would not go that route. If I started today, like if you gave me back everything I had in it, I would not go that route. I would probably actually go with all Ring products, just because the way they integrate. And we've talked about it before, but Google gives up on stuff. They just announced this week that they're done with the Nest Aware. They're going to support it, but you can't get it if you don't have one. And that's what I use for my alarm. So that's not ideal. Great. Yeah.
I do need to call out, because I know they're listening. I need to call out Amazon real quick.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff, take a seat, bud.
Jeff, listen to me, Jeff. When Amazon, when you buy products, you need to integrate them together. Because what I want to do is I want to use my Amazon products for both my interior and exterior security. The problem is the inside part is Blink, the outside security part is Ring, and they don't integrate all into one app.
Yeah,
but Amazon owns both of them.
Yeah, I have a huge problem with that as well. Now, have you bought inside cameras yet?
I have not, because I'm hopefully waiting for a change. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this, because I don't want 67 apps that I have to go into.
You're going to ultimately do what you need to do, but I want to, again, like, I really think you should go with the Ring, because I just think if you could have them in one place, you should. I get why you want to go with Blink, but it's so dumb they don't work together. That's why my first question was,
they don't work together.
Yeah, my first question was, can you use the Blink stuff through the app? And you're like, well, no, you would think so, but no. And I'm like, that's bad, because to be like, let me check my indoor cameras and get in that app, and then let me back out and check, like, too much.
Right.
It's too much.
Right. I'd rather just go into Ring.
Yeah.
Now, I am assuming that I could just look at it all through Alexa? Through the Alexa app?
Yeah, you can when you're, well, yeah, I don't know.
But that's my assumption.
Can you?
But any changes I need to make or anything like that, I got to go into a separate app instead of just going into one.
Can you see your cameras through the Alexa app?
I can see my Ring camera through the Alexa app.
Yeah, then you could probably see them all through there then. See, you could go.
But I don't know if I can see Blink.
Nest stuff doesn't work with anything, so you have to go in Nest to see it.
Yeah, so I don't know I'm wondering if the Blink stuff won't work that way.
I don't know.
And I'll have to go into the Blink app to see it.
Also,
because I want it all in one app. I want to go to all the one app for all my security stuff.
I know it works with the Google Assistant or Home or whatever it's called. I know it works with that, but that's still just Google shit.
Right.
I want it to work with like my smart things or my Alexa. Like I can't pull it up and see my cameras in there because Google doesn't let that work. So it's a pain in the ass.
Like I can pull it up on my Echo Show. I can be sitting on a couch and say,
see, I can do that, but I can't pull it up on.
Oh, on the Alexa app?
Yeah. I can pull it up on my Alexa. I can say, show me the front door, and it will, but it won't do that in the app. I have to go in the Nest app to watch it. Or the Google Assistant. You can't just go
into the Google Home app?
Yeah, but I can't go into like Alexa and watch it.
Okay, I got you. You have to go into, yeah.
And I can't go in Smart Things and watch it. I have to watch it through a Google product.
So that's my first world problem minute.
Yep. So also about 4 minutes. So shout out to us. We're gonna look. There's not much news. It's mostly lists, so that won't take long. Before we get there, we played last night. We played the Dark Pictures anthology, Little Hope.
We did. I would say I would wager we're probably about halfway through.
Yeah, it's maybe a little shy of that, but close, I think. I don't know how many chapters it is. I think we've played 2 chapters.
Mm-hmm.
It is Supermassive's new game, Until Dawn, the Dark Pictures anthology, Man of Medan. I'm telling you, not telling you, I'm telling everyone else because you already know that game is a good.
It is good. It is incredible. The entirety of the game is unsettling.
Oh, it's the vibe is unsettling. The way they present the jump scares are unsettling. The way they present the atmosphere, the camera angles,
all of it.
It's very unsettling.
The music, just that dead piano, plink, plink.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, but fuck it.
I will say that when we played Man of Medan, we were kind of very quiet. But because I know how it works now, I feel like I want to ask you things that aren't spoilery, but like I want to ask you things that are going on, sorta. Right. Just because I know how it goes. And this is such a different vibe because we have mostly been together. I think the only parts we weren't together are pretty much what we didn't talk about.
Right.
Because we've mostly been in a group, but it is so well done. Somebody walked in the room while I was playing and they were like, "Is that TV?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "No, I'm in a game." They're like, "Oh." Like, it looks that good in moments.
It looks good. It does.
Yeah. I almost wonder... I'm torn. Sometimes I think maybe if it looked a little more gamey, it would be more accessible. Because it looks really, really good, but I think that's also what makes it creepy is that it looks good.
I think part of what makes it creepy is the uncanny valley aspect of things.
Yeah, I think so too.
I definitely agree with that.
That moment that happened at the end of when we quit playing last night, I'm not a scary movie, scary game kind of guy. Highly uncomfortable for me. You know? And it's also fun. the game tells you, it'll say like that you're making a decision and I'm waiting on you to make it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because like while that's happening, I'm like, I bet these are his options.
Right.
Like I don't know what your options are, but like in my head, I can imagine what your options are based on what I just said or the other characters just said.
Right.
And so it's funny for me to see if you went with the thing that I would have went with or not.
Right.
Along those moments.
It goes a couple times you threw me, and I'm like, wow, he picked that?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, there was a moment where, I don't want to talk about it all because it is brand new. It just came out. There was a moment, though, where I had a choice to do A or B, and I was like, it's fucking always B because I'm not happening, okay? And then you were like, what the hell? But I'm like, had to be. I don't know. I mean, I just sorry, had to be. Because the other option was like, not good for me. What did you do? Yeah, but the other option was not good for me. So it's, I think, like you said, we're probably halfway, a little bit shy halfway. We haven't killed anybody yet.
We haven't.
I think we've only had one opportunity to kill someone, or to have someone in our party killed, I should say.
Oh, to be fair, although it doesn't come down to an option, I killed a lot of people.
Yeah. You did. And I did as well. But like since we've been playing, the core characters for the story, we haven't killed any yet.
No, we have not.
If I remember, Man of Medan went that way, and then all of a sudden it was like bam, 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 and you're like,
everybody
oh,
died.
Shit, yeah. But these games are so good. I hope they keep making them. I hope this one sells well. Look, they're checking all the boxes for me. This one is like way more like campy horror movie than Man of Medan.
It is. This one,
I think like the best kind of way. It reminds me a little of the Geico commercial where they're like, "Where should we hide?" And they're like, "Whatever, the church or wherever." And the girl goes, "Why can't we just go to the running car?" And he was like, "No, let's hide behind the chainsaws." Like that's pretty much this game right here, where I had to go to a creepy place.
But they acknowledge it too.
Yeah. I had to go to a creepy place, and I was like, well, this is just great. And then you left to go to a creepier place.
Right.
And they're all like horror movie locations, which is what it makes it so good because it feels like a horror, like every decision you're like, that's bad and bad.
Yeah, like this one feels much more like Until Dawn to me than Man of Medan.
Yeah.
Man of Medan was much more... I think about the discovery, I guess, of the story. This one there's a little bit of that, but it's more about just fucking get through it. Yeah. Is how this feels to me.
They're telling a story, and I think I felt this way for Until Dawn and Man of Medan. I don't even know that the story matters.
Yeah. I mean,
and I don't say that to say the stories aren't well done. It's just like the experience is so good. And playing it together is
the way to go. Yeah,
I don't know why more games don't do this. It's so good.
It is super good.
It is so good. I'm already creeped out, right? It's a scary game. I'm already uncomfortable. But then when you're uncomfortable at a separate place that I'm uncomfortable, right. I'm like, well, what is going on over there?
Well, there was a moment last night, and you'll remember this, but this is for the listeners. We're in the middle of playing. A friend of ours, Marshall Tool 5, had jumped into the party chat, and he was playing a different game. So we're playing, and I think we were like out in the woods or on a road. And I hear a door creak. I'm like, dude, what the fuck was that? Why is there a door creaking in the woods?
Was that your door? Yeah.
Is that your door? And Ryan's like, no, that's Marshall 205's door. That would have creeped me the fuck out if I didn't know what it was.
Yeah. And see, because I know his door creaks like that. I thought nothing of it, but you were like, hold on a damn second.
Right.
Because somebody's about to get piano wired somewhere. And so, it's the atmosphere is good, but there's something like already frightening about it. But then I see things and I want to be like, hey, did you see that? But I also don't want to, if you didn't, I don't want to make it more worse.
For me. Yeah. Like, no, I didn't see it. What was I supposed to see?
Yeah.
Where is it?
So the thing that we saw at the end of where we quit playing, again, I know this is stupid because we're talking like this, but it's new and I want you guys to play it. And we didn't discuss it last night. The thing that we saw at the end, I saw that before. So when I was talking to that person,
by the cutoff there,
I had seen a little bit of that before.
Oh, so that's why you were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because I saw the top part of it, and I was like, no, I don't know what that is. But
gotcha.
Not good. The game is incredible. It's not $60. It's like $40 or something.
I think it was $40. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or $30. $30.
Yeah, something like that.
I think I paid 32 and change for it.
They do have a collection that comes with both games.
Yes.
So you can buy, if you didn't play Man of Medan, you can get both of them. I love the way they're doing the anthology. I love the way they have the guy cut in and talk to you like you're on a show, and also kind of like you're a moron.
Mm-hmm.
Because what he does is kind of creates, I think he's sort of trying to create a rift between you and the other player.
Yes.
Like he called me and you both out on some things that we had did that maybe the other person didn't know about. And you're like, hold on a second, you did that? And I'm like, well, listen, hold up. I think all that's just so well.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah. And then I'm like justifying to you why I did a thing in a game that doesn't even matter. Or maybe it does. I don't know yet, but I think I made the right choice. But I told you when I did it, like I might have just made a mistake that happens in every horror movie, and you might be disappointed later on. And I was going to leave it at that, but then that dude calls me out.
Yes.
But yeah, it's just really well done. I really like it. I can't.
Yeah.
You should play both of those games. The order doesn't matter. They're not related. The intro seems to be kind of the same in how they explain the game. You should play those games. You should play Until Dawn too, but you should really play these two. They are doing this the best.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. This is doing it. I can't stress enough how playing it with one of your friends completely changes the magic of what this type of game brings to you.
They also have a movie night where you pass the DualShock around in one room. But I think the way to play this is the way we're playing it, with one friend playing through the full story together.
I think I think you benefit more from what the game's trying to do by doing that. Yes.
Yeah. It's really good. It is only playable with two people. So it's just like Man of Medan. I don't know if I said that earlier, but they got everything right with this, and it came out like right at Halloween.
Yep, they did it perfect, which has been your biggest complaint the last two games.
I've been talking about this forever with every scary game. If you launch any time other than Halloween, you're doing it wrong because people want something scary to play. And I'm a huge fan of the release date, the game, Supermassive, everything. I really think these games are great. So I know that's a long time talking about one thing, but it's really good.
Oh, so good. Yes.
It's really good.
I concur.
Yeah. So if you want to support us, head over to patreon.com/Gamestitch. Also, I know we said we were going to stream it. It just didn't feel right. I wanted to just enjoy it.
Yeah. I don't think streaming it would have...
I'm glad we didn't stream it.
I think we would have concentrated too much on the screaming and not enough on screaming. See what I did there?
You see, made it time appropriate.
On the streaming and not the game itself. And I think you really do, to get the most out of the game, you need to be concentrating on the game and just have your friend in your ear, just a little, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the hell was that? Just those little things.
It's so good. You're making decisions I'm making decisions for you, for the group, for myself.
Mm-hmm. As am I.
Yeah, it's so good. So good. Such a good idea. If you have a friend that you can play games like that with, like I think it's $30 or something. So, for $60 you could both have a copy. It's worth buying a friend a copy to be able to play with it.
Oh yeah.
With somebody. And so if you're listening to Supermassive, I also think a smart move is to sell a more expensive version that comes with 2 copies with a download code and then the real one so that they can give it to somebody. I think that's also a good move, but I'm a big fan.
Yeah, no doubt. Did you play anything else?
Nothing of note. I don't even want to water down how good that was to even talk about the regular shit that I played. I
just need to talk about Ghost of Tsushima again.
Go ahead.
Because I am so jacked into this Legends mode. I've almost got I have my Ronin leveled all the way up. I almost have his key level all the way up. So I think I'm getting ready to start some of the nightmare modes and possibly the raid if I can find some people to do it with me. I also want to level up all my other characters because I want to get the true platinum on this game, which I think I said last week. And I stand by that.
You have to level everyone, like each class all the way up?
All the way up to 20.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Play through the story again. I started playing through the story again in the New Game Plus mode.
I'm surprised that you like the multi. I mean, everyone likes it, but you're just not multiplayer's not usually your thing.
It's not, but this is amazing because everybody is cool in it.
Yeah,
and like what's nice is there's very little that the characters do differently. They have like one special thing that they do differently. Some of their perks and stuff are different. But everybody pretty much plays the same way and does the same things. I mean, your main weapons are your main weapons. You know, you have a sword. It's not like in Destiny where one person might have a grenade launcher, one person might have a pistol, one person's just playing with a sword, that kind of thing. So the main text, the main focus of the game is pretty much the same. And then each character can build their own, ghost weapons and stuff out of that to fit their game style. But it's just, nobody's been a jerk about anything. Nobody's kicked anybody out or tried to kick anybody out. I don't even know if you can. I've had very few people quit. Everybody seems to be running in to help each other. The game is so simple. Everybody knows what to do.
Right.
The simplicity of it allows for, what you need to do in order to progress. It's that easy. So if you're into multiplayer, just get it's so good.
Just do it.
I've been playing it with a friend of the show, Matt. I've been playing it on my own as well. So I don't even know if he's got his main all the way up yet, but yeah, I'm at 105 key, so I need to start doing some of the nightmare missions so I can get some of the legendaries. So yeah, that's it. There's Little Hope last night and a lot of Ghost of Tsushima.
Sounds like a good week.
Yeah,
again,
it was a good week.
Patreon.com/GameStitch. We'll get into, we'll start with some new releases. These lists are very long, but it's because we have the Series X and the PS5 release both coming in, Series XS, I should say, and PS5 release both coming in November. So I'll try to be brief here. November 3rd, Bakugan Championships of Vestoria. I have zero idea what that might be. For Switch, Jurassic World Complete Edition for the Switch on the same day. I think that's a great game to play on the Switch.
And on the 6th, we've got Dirt 5 for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, PC, and Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. That may be the most unnecessary remaster ever, but
it's happening. You're welcome. November 10th, we have 13 for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Assassin's Creed Valhalla for PS4, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and PC. Dirt 5 for Series X. Destiny 2 Beyond the Light for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Everything else I'm about to read is for Series X on the same day. So Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, Enlisted, The Falconeer, Fortnite, Fuser, Gears Tactics, Manifold Garden, NBA 2K21, Overseer System, Redux, Tetris Effect Connected, Watch Dogs Legion, WRC9, and rounding out the 10th is Yakuza Like a Dragon for, again, the Series X, PS4, PS1, and PC. Now, I do want to say before we go on, when it lists Series X, that's also Series S.
Yes.
It's just how they release it on the list that I'm pulling from.
And don't be alarmed that those games aren't on the PS5 because literally the Series S and X release on the 10th as well. The PS5 doesn't release until November 12th, and we'll get into those games now. First, all of these are going to be for the PS5. We've got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Astro's Playroom, Bugsnax, the Demon's Souls remake, Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, Fortnite, Godfall, NBA 2K21, Observer System Redo, Sackboy: A Big Adventure, Marvel's Spider-Man and Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. That's coming for the PS4 as well. We have Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered and Watch Dogs Legion. Those were all for the PS5. Lastly, to round it out, best probably the best one on here. No, I don't know.
Damn, shots fired.
What an odd game to be releasing amongst all this. We have Just Dance 2021 for the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch.
Those games sell.
Not on the PS5 release date.
What's weird, here's the strangest part, is this is coming for PS5 and Xbox Series X, but not on this day. Right. I don't know why just didn't align everything.
It's so weird.
So weird. November 13th, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War for literally everything. We also have Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory for PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, along with the, like Dan said, the most needed remake of all time, remaster for all time, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit remaster for the Switch.
On November 20th, we've got Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity for the Switch. And we've got Katamari Damacy Reroll for the PS4 and the Xbox One.
That's cool. November 23rd, World of Warcraft Shadowlands on PC, and we'll round out the month with the rest of the Just Dance 2021 on November 24th for PS5, Xbox Series X. So that's a massive list, but don't get distracted by the shiny numbers because the PS5 and Xbox Series X being separate makes it seem artificially long.
Speaking of, since we were talking about the Switch, I forgot to mention, you know what I bought just before we started this?
What?
I was on my Switch fucking around because I haven't been on my Switch in forever.
Yeah.
Lego Undercover was like $8.
That game's excellent.
And I had points.
Yeah.
So I picked it up for 96 cents.
That game's really good. I like that game a lot. This list is there's a lot to unpack here. You know, you obviously with Xbox Game Pass is going to be a big deal. We're going to talk about some of the PS5. I think Demon Souls Remake looks really good. Sackboy is obviously tugging at the heartstrings. Spider-Man should be awesome. But the only thing they're letting people talk about right now is Astro's Playroom.
Yes.
And people are very, very high and mighty on the one level they let you talk about. And apparently the DualSense is extraordinary.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too, is that the controller is amazing.
I've heard from like 6 different people who are like, hey, we didn't ask for a controller redesign, but damn. Like, that thing is doing things I didn't know that it needed to do, and now must do going forward.
Yeah.
And so that is, that to me is promising, because I think the controller is such a big part of the new consoles. And
yeah,
maybe if they got that right, they got some other stuff right, because that bastard's a big old system. So
it is big.
Apparently, it's comically large sitting next to the Xbox, so I hope that it's doing some stuff.
It's it's like the size of a printer.
Yeah, it's not small. And so we'll just roll into PS Plus games for November, because if you have a PS5, they're going to give you Bug Snacks. Now, here's where this gets a little complicated. I tried to do some digging. It appears you can only get Bug Snacks for free if you have a PS5 and download it from the PS5 store.
Yes.
It does not appear that you can go on your browser and get it, and the PS4 version is not free. Maybe you can go on your browser and get it, you just can't play it. I don't know, but they're very clear to say that it's the PS5 only version that is free. But it is not free for just 1 month. It's actually free until January 4th,
I believe.
Yeah, so you've got some time if you can find a PS5 to get Bug Snacks. Weird game for them to give away, but in case you have not been on the internet, Bug Snacks is basically a meme generator at this point. And so it's smart to get that game out there for free, because people will share the hell out of it and stream the hell out of it. So
without a doubt.
But normal PS Plus, the November 3rd through November 30th, you're looking at Hollow Knight, the Void Heart Edition, and Middle-earth: Shadow of War for the PS4.
Yes. So big month for PlayStation. The Xbox Games with Gold for November 2020. What's that? Lego? I don't know what that is. Oh, I see. Sorry, super confusing part.
Somebody was trying to be cute on that title.
Gotcha. Me. Yeah, super confusing for a second. But anyway, Xbox Games with Gold for November 2020. For the Xbox One, we've got Origami Shadow Edition from the 1st to the 30th. We have Swim Sanity from the 16th through December 16th. Full Spectrum Warrior is available November 1st through November 15th. on the 360. And we've got Lego Indiana Jones from the 16th to the 30th on the 360. So,
not a fan of that list.
Not a fan of either list, really.
I wanted to play Hollow Knight, so that's cool.
Okay. Middle Earth Shadow of War I already have. That's a good game, but I don't know.
Yeah, I already didn't play it, so probably going to.
Right, so you're probably going to continue to not play it.
Yeah, I like the idea of Bugsnax being free. Got to see if I can get my hands on it because I don't have a PS5 coming.
Right.
And so we'll have to see with that. And we'll round out. I know other people give away games, but I just try to stick it to what I consider to be the consoles, sort of. Mm-hmm. So we will round out with Stadia Pro. They're adding 6 new games for November. Sniper Elite 4, which is new to Stadia. The Gardens Between, which is also new to Stadia, and Hello Neighbor Hide and Seek, which is also new. In addition to the 3 new add-ons, they're going to be adding Risk of Rain 2, Republique, and how do you say that? Sundered. Elder Rich Edition. Stadia's been doing 6 or 7 games every month. It's the problem that those 3 games that are new, the Gardens Between maybe, like Hello Neighbor, Hide and Seek has been out, Sniper Elite 4 has been out. I'm not going to play them on Stadia.
Right.
I don't know. I tell you, the worst thing that happened to Stadia for me personally was Luna. Because I've been way harder on Stadia since that got announced. Because I already felt like Stadia was doing it not the most consumer-friendly way. And now they've given up on Google's given up on another product that I use.
Yep.
Starting to be like, hey, let's figure something out here, Stadia. But having said that, the Gardens Between looks neat. I'm going to check that out. It may have been out for a while. I just don't know. But it looks neat to me. But yeah. This next story we'll do pretty quick. It's more of a PSA. Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed again.
For 3 weeks.
This time it's, 21 days?
Yeah, it's 3 weeks in order to... Apparently, they had some troubles. It was announced that it went gold. Mm-hmm. There is a post-production process after things go gold. Apparently, there was some issues between... they had geared everything for the PS5, and now they're having some issues with it running on the PS4, so they're just making some quick fixes to that. Apparently a bunch of people got pissed off because they've been getting death threats.
Yeah.
Because they pushed it back again. But CD Projekt Red is well known for, look, this game is not coming out until we are ready to give it to you, until it is the experience we think you deserve. So I don't think 3 weeks is a lot to ask for, one to wait for the game you want.
Apparently, it's to work on a day 0 patch for the PS4. I read some places the 360 too, but it seems to be mostly the PS4 version. And day 0 patch means for you to have whatever's broken, not broken. They have to get that done before you ever see that game.
Right.
So then when you stick it in, it's there. I don't know. It's 21 days. The reason I think people are doing these death threat things is because, all the way up until, the hour before it was delayed, people are like, hey, I'm taking off of work, so we're good, right? And they were like, absolutely. And then they were like, just kidding, bitch, is delayed again.
Yeah.
And you should not send people death threats for that. You should probably just go to work and be like, hey, can I adjust this by 21 days? And if they say no, then you just be an adult and play it when you can.
Right. I will admit that it's, for me personally, it's a little bit disconcerting because supposedly developers, a lot of these games are coming out for both the PS5 and PS4.
Yeah.
But now it's turning out that once a game is ready, there's a problem. I hope this was a CD Projekt Red programming thing and not what we're going to see across the board. Because how upsetting is it going to be if, one of your games is able to come out? What if it gets to the point where they're now like, well, we know it was day and date, but now it's coming out for this system this day and this system on that day.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm saying it's probably a definite possibility.
I will say that's not a great look for PS5, PS4, but it's also not a good look for, Cyberpunk has to come out.
Yeah,
It could have come out in January of next year, but the fact that it's been moved 3 or 4 times now, it has to stop. It has to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I understand why they couldn't put it out. If the PS4 version is not working, they have to get it fixed before they can put it out. But It has to come out because the press is now, and the media is now starting to turn negative.
And at this point, it has to come out this year.
Yeah, it started to turn
you
negative.
Can't push it back again from December.
Yeah, with the crunch and everything like that after they said they weren't going to do it, and now the multiple delays and people still wondering why crunch was necessary if you're going to delay it. And they've got to get this game out. And for their investors, I do believe that CD Projekt Red is a publicly traded company in Poland. So for their shareholders, this game has got to come out.
Yes.
So there's probably pressure like crazy from every direction there. But I just wanted to let people know you're going to be waiting just a little bit longer. And I think I said that last time, but just a little bit longer. December 10th now, the new date. Sea of Thieves has a free update. It's got some Halloween-themed stuff. I'm not going to really go into it. I just want to remind people that Sea of Thieves is still there. It's still chugging along, and I think that's beautiful, and I've really been jonesing to get back into that game. So Sea of Thieves' new update is called The Fate of the Damned. And it is out now and has some pretty cool stuff, some creepy stuff, and I love that game has slowly just done its No Man's Sky thing and just turned into a pretty awesome thing.
Yeah, it's good to see that kind of thing happen.
Yep. And this last story, everybody kept saying whenever Microsoft announced they were buying, or Xbox, however you want to look at it, was buying Bethesda, everybody's like, what's Sony's response? Who are they going to buy? Who are they going to buy to make this right? Well, we finally have that answer for you. Crunchyroll.
Sony invested in pretty hard in the anime.
Yeah, it would appear they are in the final stages of acquiring Crunchyroll, the U.S. anime streaming site. And you may be surprised that they're planning on paying $957 million for it, reportedly. So $1 billion.
I think it's important to note that, I think they bought Funimation not too long ago.
Yep.
And that didn't quite take off the way they intended it to. So this choice is kind of twofold. One, if the first acquisition of this type of content didn't go like you wanted to, then sure, go ahead and buy another one of the same content. On the flip side of that, I'm pretty sure that, except for like a few maybe smaller indie things, that Sony pretty much at this point has the monopoly on anime in the United States.
Yeah, presumably the Crunchyroll name would continue. They would fold everything in the Crunchyroll. Mm-hmm. Crunchyroll has about 80 million subscribers, and Sony does produce anime, and it would appear that this would cut out the middleman.
Right.
But I was joking on the front end. This is obviously a Sony deal and not a PlayStation deal,
without a doubt.
And obviously the Crunchyroll integration, which is already on PS4, I believe, and I think they already announced will be available for PS5. The integration, I'm sure, will get harder or more, not harder, but more intertwined. I'm sure that they'll do some sort of discount maybe for PlayStation Plus. You'll be able to get Crunchyroll subscription for a discounted price. I'm sure there will be some fold in like that, but this is a Sony move, not a PlayStation move. I just thought it was funny.
But it's
everybody's
important.
Like, they got to respond. They got to buy somebody.
Yeah. It's important that Sony needs... It's an opportunity for Sony to bring in money, which they have to do for any of their products or subsidiaries to survive.
Yeah.
So, don't, get yourself all in a bunch. They're looking to bring in money. I'm sure that money will be spread throughout the company, not, just directly placed back into anime.
So with everyone who's screaming right now, being like, they can give it away with PlayStation Plus, they can't. Those are the 80 million people who subscribe.
Right.
So they can't give you that. But what I do think they do is knock a few dollars off the monthly price for PlayStation if you buy it through PlayStation. Mm-hmm. If you're a PlayStation Plus member, I think they make it instead. I don't know how much Crunchyroll is, but let's say if it's $12, they make it $10 a month.
Yeah.
I see the value in that because they'll bring new people on board, but I don't actually care about this. I just thought it was funny because everyone has been screaming for the last month that they have to buy somebody and respond.
And they did.
Deals like this don't happen overnight. These have all been months in the works, and in some cases maybe even years. So
right. Yeah.
But with the death of Quibi, maybe we see the rise of a Sony-owned Crunchyroll. Who knows?
R.I.P. Quibi.
I know. Still think it's a good idea. That's it for the news. Shout out to our supporters over at Patreon. Special shout out to Zach and Thomas. Hope you guys had a frightful Halloween. I don't know what you wish somebody to have. What kind of Halloween you wish?
A frightful Halloween. Yes.
What kind of Halloween do you wish people to have?
A happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween? That seems lame.
That's what everyone else says. So I'm going with.
Yeah. Hope you had a joyful Halloween.
I hope you have a little hopeful Halloween.
Hope you have a Dark Pictures Anthology Little Hopeful Halloween.
Wow.
I like to get the full name out there.
I see that. It doesn't roll as well off the tongue.
Yours was a little tighter. I get it, but if you took nothing else from this show, you should play that game.
Yep,
should play Little Hope with a friend.
That was the key. We got that one over quick right at the beginning.
Follow us on the social medias, twitch.tv. That's not right. On Twitter, at game_Stitch. Dan is at Shirtless Dan. I'm at Podcast Ryan. Gerald, remember, he needs your condolences, your best wishes. He's at Hoffman Show. And then, of course, twitch.tv/Gamestitch. If we ever get back to streaming, and twitch.tv/ShirtlessDan75. We're not going to stream Little Hope because it's just a moment we need to have. Maybe if we play through it again, but I don't like playing through these games again. I like the way it ended.
Like when it ended, I played. That's the story.
Now, when the game started, you were given the option. Whoever hosted it's given the option to start with one character or the other. My assumption would be we would just start over, and I would select the other character, and then we would play the entirely other path.
Right.
But to me, it's a special moment. We're going to start it, finish it, and that's going to be the memory we have for that game. So, very cool, very neat. And thank everybody for listening. Thank you. I know you could do lots of things with your ear holes, and you give them to us every week, and we appreciate that.
So we do appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a tight episode, like your little pitch for Little Hope was.
Yeah,
it's a tight and taut.
Tight and taut.
Yeah, that's what we do here. Tight and taut.
Have a little hopeful Halloween.
Maybe that's what we'll call our Velcro shirt company. Tight and taut.
Tight and taut.
It's not terrible.
It's not horrible.
No, I think the Velcro shirt. I'm gonna need to investigate if it's done or not. I think the hook and loop shirt is a good idea.
I do too. Actually, that's different.
Yeah,
it's its own. It hasn't been done before, to my knowledge. And if so, it hasn't taken off.
Yeah.
So,
I can't. All the things that could get caught in it too seem like such a good idea. Because you know how Velcro just attracts things that aren't supposed to be stuck to. You won't be able to wear a jacket with it or anything.
Right. Yeah.
We'll have to make a jacket that the inside liner is not compatible with a hook and loop.
And eventually you'll wash it so much that everything's going to start to curl right there.
Yeah. It'll have strings from other garments stuck to it. Really excited about the future of it. So we'll look into the Tight and Taut as we get everything going, which is basically just Tight and Tight is what the name of that is.
Yeah, right. That's also what makes that's the joke. See, that's the pun.
Yeah, it's just Tight and Tight. But yeah, it's a great idea, I think. 2 takeaways. Play Little Hope. Also, look into our Velcro shirt company as we get it off the ground.
Yes.
Maybe we could even put a hook and loop on the sleeve so you could roll it up, cuff it one time, and Velcro it down.
And then have the little strap that...
Yeah.
It's an option.
The more hook and loop, the better, I always say.
Yeah, what about we could just have sometimes they have the snap things up on the shoulder.
Don't even know what you do with them, but we could put those there.
But we could Velcro them.
Yep, we could.
All hook and loop all time.
Yeah. Never not hook and loop. That's would be the t-shirts that we sell. They just have one strip across the chest. You could stick anything you wanted there.
Yep.
Those balls, the tennis balls and the paddles, we'll start selling those too.
And you could just stick them to
wherever you want. The balls or the
You can roll up your sleeves and line it with the balls.
Yeah.
It'll be sweet.
The darts that stick to the bar. Yeah, we'll do all that. This has been 407, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 407. Yep. Thanks for listening again. We'll be back next week. Best wishes to producer Gerald. He should be back. And
yes.
If you are playing Little Hope and you want to let us know how it's going, please
do.
Email us podcast@gamestitch.com or let us know on Twitter @game_stitch because I'm a big fan.
And if you want to play...
Go ahead.
If you want to play some Ghost of Tsushima with me, you're interested in getting into Legends, let me know.
Yep. At Shirtless Dan.
At Shirtless Dan on Twitter.
If Supermassive's listening, good job.
Keep it
up. I like what you're doing. Yeah, keep it up.
Keep up.
Don't stop. I hope this game does well. If you've got lots of money, buy a couple copies.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be back next week. Same time, same place. Enjoy your November. Good luck.
Good night.